Every young boxer dreams of having a mentor, someone who has been where you are going, someone who has faced the challenges you will face, someone who can show you the way. But most young boxers never find that mentor. Most young boxers are left to figure it out on their own. They make mistakes that could have been prevented. They learn lessons the hard way. They climb the mountain alone. This is the story of a young boxer named Marcus who found his mentor in Muhammad Ali, and how that mentorship changed everything. Marcus grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. His father was a mechanic. His mother was a nurse. They loved him, but they were busy. They were working to keep food on the table and a roof over their heads. They did not have time to teach him how to be a man in the way that matters most. So Marcus found boxing. He was 12 years old when he walked into a gym for the first time. He was small for his age. He was scared. He was angry at the world. But when he put on the gloves, something changed. In the ring, he was not scared. In the ring, he was powerful. By the time Marcus was 18, he was a promising young boxer. He had won amateur fights. He had earned respect. He had a future. But he did not have a guide. He did not have someone to tell him how to use his power for something bigger than himself. Marcus had watched Muhammad Ali his entire life. Everyone knew who Ali was. Ali was not just a boxer. Ali was a symbol. Ali was a man who had stood for something. Ali was a man who had refused to be told what to believe. Ali was a man who had sacrificed everything for his principles. And Marcus wanted to be like that. But how do you become like Muhammad Ali? How do you find the wisdom? How do you learn not just how to fight, but how to be a man who fights for something that matters? Marcus decided that he would try to find Ali. He would reach out. He would ask for help. It took him months to figure out how to contact Ali, but eventually, through connections and perseverance, Marcus found a way. He wrote a letter to Muhammad Ali. He poured his heart into that letter. He told Ali about his dreams. He told Ali about his fear. He told Ali that he wanted to be more than just a boxer. He wanted to be a man like Ali. He sent the letter and tried not to expect anything. He knew that Muhammad Ali was old now. He knew that Ali was sick. He knew that Ali received thousands of letters. What were the chances that Ali would respond? But 3 weeks later, Marcus got a response. Not a form letter, not something written by someone else, but a personal response from Muhammad Ali. Ali had read Marcus's letter. Ali had understood what Marcus was asking for, and Ali had said yes. They arranged to meet. Marcus drove to Louisville, Kentucky, where Ali spent much of his time. When Marcus walked into the room and saw Muhammad Ali for the first time in person, he almost could not breathe. This was the man he had idolized his entire life. This was the man he had watched on television. This was the man he wanted to be like. Ali was old now. Parkinson's disease had taken much from him. His hands trembled. His voice was quiet. But his eyes were the same eyes that Marcus had seen in all the photographs and videos. His eyes were still sharp. His eyes still saw things. Ali looked at Marcus and smiled. "You came," Ali said. "Yes, sir," Marcus said. "I came." Ali reached out and touched Marcus's shoulder. His hand trembled slightly, but his touch was steady. "You want to be a boxer," Ali said. It was not a question. It was a statement.
"Yes, sir," Marcus said. "But I want to be more than that. I want to be what you are." Ali nodded slowly. He understood what Marcus was asking. "Come," Ali said. "Sit with me." For the next 5 hours, Muhammad Ali taught Marcus what it meant to be a man. Not just a fighter, not just a champion, but a man who fought for something that mattered. Ali told Marcus about his own journey. He told him about the time he was young and thought that boxing was just about winning. He told him about the time he thought power was the only thing that mattered. He told him about his mistakes. He told him about his regrets. But he also told him about the moment when everything changed, the moment when he realized that his platform was bigger than boxing, the moment when he understood that his voice could be used for something that mattered, the moment when he decided to stand for something even when it cost him everything. Ali told Marcus, "You have a gift. You are fast, you are strong, you have the physical ability to become a champion boxer, but that is not enough. A champion boxer is forgotten after he loses his first big fight. A man who fights for something that matters is remembered forever." Marcus listened. Marcus understood. Marcus felt something shifting inside him. Over the next few years, whenever Marcus was in Louisville, he would visit Ali. They would talk. Ali would teach him. Ali would show him how to think about his career not as an end in itself, but as a platform for something bigger. Marcus turned professional. He started winning fights. He was climbing toward championship fights. But he was different from other young boxers. He was thinking about his platform. He was thinking about what he stood for. He was thinking about how he could use his voice for good. Ali was proud of him. "You are becoming what you wanted to become," Ali told him. Marcus won his first championship fight when he was 25 years old. He was one of the youngest champions in his division. He was on top of the world. But the first thing he did was call Muhammad Ali. "I did it," Marcus said. "I'm a champion." "I know," Ali said. "I watched." "But this is not the championship you really wanted," Ali continued. "The real championship is what comes next, what you do with your platform, who you become, what you stand for." Marcus never forgot those words. In the years that followed, Marcus used his platform differently than most boxers. He went back to his old neighborhood in Atlanta. He opened a boxing gym for young kids. He taught them how to fight, but more importantly, he taught them about themselves. He taught them about purpose. He taught them about standing for something.
He gave interviews about social justice. He donated money to causes he believed in. He became not just a champion boxer, but a man who was fighting for something that mattered. And every time he made a decision about his platform, every time he had to choose between money and principle, every time he had to decide who he really was, he thought about what Muhammad Ali had taught him. In 2016, Muhammad Ali died. The world mourned. Millions of people grieved the loss of the man who had changed the way we think about strength and what it really means to be powerful. Marcus was in the middle of a championship fight tour when he heard the news. He was in Las Vegas, preparing for a title defense fight. When the news came, it felt like the world had stopped. It felt like something sacred had been taken from the earth. He finished the fight and he won, but his heart was shattered. The victory meant nothing compared to the loss. After the fight, Marcus held a press conference. He was emotional. His eyes were red from crying, and he talked about Muhammad Ali in a way that shocked everyone listening. He talked about the man who had taken time to mentor a young boxer from Atlanta. He talked about the 5-hour conversation in Louisville that had changed his life. He talked about how Ali had taught him that boxing was not the point. Standing for something was the point. He talked about how Ali had shown him that a man's real power comes not from his fists, but from his principles. He told the reporters, his voice shaking, "Muhammad Ali was my father figure. My own father loved me deeply. My father provided for me. My father taught me work ethic and discipline. But my father did not know how to teach me how to be the kind of man I wanted to become. My father did not know how to show me that power means nothing without purpose. Ali showed me all of that. Ali spent hours teaching me. Ali believed in me when I did not believe in myself. Ali saw something in me that I did not see in myself yet." The room fell silent. Reporters were crying. The weight of what Marcus had just said hung in the air. Here was one of the greatest young boxers in the world, publicly acknowledging that Muhammad Ali had been his father figure, that Ali had been more important to him than any championship belt. The interview went viral. Millions of people watched it around the world. And for the first time, many people learned that Muhammad Ali had been quietly mentoring young boxers, that Ali had been giving his time, his wisdom, his love to young men who asked for help, that Ali had been building a legacy that had nothing to do with championship belts or records or statistics. The video of Marcus's press conference was watched millions of times. Young people watched it and understood something about what really matters in life. Older people watched it and remembered what they had forgotten about the importance of mentorship. Boxers watched it and started asking themselves, "What am I fighting for? Who am I becoming?" In the years after Ali's death, Marcus became one of the most respected and influential voices in boxing. Not because he won every fight, although he did win many important fights. Not because he set records, although he did set some, but because he had something to say. He had a purpose, he had principles, and he stood for something that mattered.
He became an advocate for change. He became a teacher. He became someone who was fighting for something bigger than himself. And every time he did, every time he spoke truth or helped someone or used his platform for good, he thought about what Ali had said to him in that room. The story of Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson reminds us of something that we often forget in a world that celebrates physical power and material success. It reminds us that the greatest power we have is not physical. The greatest power we have is the power to speak truth. The greatest power we have is the power to see someone truly and help them understand themselves. Tyson was the baddest man on the planet, but he was broken. And Ali, who was old and sick and physically weakened, was the one who had the power to heal him. Not with physical strength, but with wisdom and compassion and understanding. Because sometimes the strongest person in the room is not the one with the most power. Sometimes the strongest person in the room is not the one who can destroy everyone else. The strongest person is the one who has something to fight for that is bigger than themselves. The strongest person is the one who has purpose. The strongest person is the one who can speak truth even when it is difficult. Ali understood this, and he gave this understanding as a gift to Mike Tyson. In the years that followed, Tyson would speak about this conversation whenever he had the opportunity. He would tell people how Ali's words had saved him. He would say that Ali had shown him a way forward. He would say that Ali had given him permission to be more than just a fighter, permission to be a human being, permission to be a person fighting for something that mattered. The conversation between Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson became legendary among those who knew about it. It became the story that people told when they wanted to understand what real strength looked like. It became a reminder that sometimes the most powerful moment in someone's life is not a victory. Sometimes the most powerful moment is when someone tells you the truth about yourself with such clarity and such compassion that you cannot help but see it. Mike Tyson saw it, and he cried for 10 minutes, and it changed his life forever. If this story of truth, wisdom, and redemption moved you, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Share this video with someone who needs to remember what real strength looks like. Share this with someone who needs to hear that they still have time to fight for something bigger than themselves. Have you ever had someone speak a truth to you that broke you open? Have you ever been that person for someone else? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to ring that notification bell for more stories about Muhammad Ali and the wisdom he shared with the world.